I talked about how jaw-dropping KG is to watch. Duncan probably doesn't have that same effect. And you look at the impact on team defense. His first 11 years, they were top 3 in defensive rating every single time, and 4 times they were number 1. He's 8-time first-team all-defense, 7-time second-team. Nobody else has over 12 all-defense appearances. He has 15 and has to be a top 5 smartest basketball player of all time. Such an incredible team defender, such crisp rotations, such an unbelievable help defender. That is why he was able to excel for so long. He basically had the same job for 20 years, and he was great at it the entire time. At age 36, he averaged 2.7 blocks a game on a top 3 defensive team. At age 38, he still registered a vote on the Defensive Player of the Year ballot. He was a master of contesting without fouling. Only 2.4 fouls a game in his career. I talk about the longevity, how cerebral Duncan was, but we go to the 02 and 03 playoffs, which is the best he ever was. Over those 2 seasons, averaged 15.1 boards and 3.6 blocks a game. I mentioned when you compare him to the individual guys who he matched up against. He held Dirk to 45% shooting across their careers matching up against each other, held KG to 45%. So you go back to when he first came to San Antonio, when obviously this is unfair because they also got back David Robinson, but the Spurs jumped from 29th in defensive rating to 2nd. There are certain guys who can command a unit and who are just generals in a different way. And that to me is the definition of Tim Duncan. For 20 years, you were willing to funnel guys into the paint because you knew you had a guy there who was going to make life hard on them.
I have Duncan at 4, so I want to briefly just speak on him. We can wrap Timmy D up. You mentioned the 15 all-defensive selections. That's insane, and without one Defensive Player of the Year award, which is why I think some people may leave him off the list. 12 seasons, he was top 10 in defensive box plus minus. 6 seasons, he was top 5 in defensive box plus minus. And you talk about his production, his last season in 2016. He led the league in defensive box plus minus.
Oh, my God.
Old 39-year-old Tim Duncan, one of the best defensive players on the planet. That just speaks to there's no athleticism left. There's no knee cartilage left. There's just brains there.